The People That Can't Grow. Written, illustrated, and narrated by Teresa Crum. Chapter 1. Today is Derek's 15th birthday. His real birthday isn't until tomorrow. All his fellow classmates have been forced to attend. You see, Derek is a weird and scraggly short little boy with freckles, his long auburn hair always getting stuck in his glasses. He stays to himself, mostly because the other kids are really mean to him. Derek's dad had left when he was 3, and it has made him grow up a little stranger than most teenage boys. His mom told him that his father was a brave man who went on adventures all over the world. His last adventure was to a hidden island in the middle of the ocean somewhere near the Bermuda Triangle. 2 months after his dad was due back from home, his mom received a letter explaining that Derek's father was lost at sea with no signs of return. The kids at school always picked on him, saying that he was a bastard and that his dad ran away because Derek was a loser. So Derek was not so excited to see his fellow classmates or looking forward to his party. "I told you an hour ago to get upstairs and get dressed for your party," his mom yells, pulling the cake out of the oven. Derek sighs and slumps up the stairs to his room. His mother has laid out an outfit for him on the bed. "A bow tie?" he says to himself. He then goes to the closet and picks out his favorite outfit, a t-shirt with a monkey and a pair of cargo shorts. Derek thought of this as his lucky outfit because all his best moments happened while he wore it. One time he found a $100 bill on the sidewalk. He still has that $100 bill in his exploration fund under his bed. He has plans to go find the island his dad was looking for, and his mom has no idea of his plans. "Derek, hurry up! Your guests will be here any minute now, and you still have to pick up the living room," his mom yells from the bottom of the stairs. He comes running down the stairs, and his mom looks him up and down with a discouraged face. "Why aren't you wearing the outfit I picked out for you? You can't wear that. It's a party, not a brothel," she says, smoothing his wild hair into a comb-over. Mom, I can't wear that," he says, pushing her hand off and walking away. "Why not? It's a cute outfit, and you have to look nice for your party," she says, chasing behind him. He sat on the couch, crossing his arms in a pout. "The outfit is lame, Mom. Everyone will make fun of me for wearing that," he reasons with her, making a puppy dog pout. "Well, it's your birthday, so I guess you can wear what you want. I'm going to go frost your cake. Get this room cleaned up," she says, patting his knee, then returning to the kitchen. All the guests showed up and brought gifts, but Derek did not care. He sat in the dining room at the table, and no one said anything to him. They all played games without him, like tag and hide-and-go-seek. Derek's mom came out of the kitchen and settled the party down. "Listen up! Everyone find a partner. We're going to have a scavenger hunt," she says, handing out papers to all the kids. "Derek, where are you?" his mom yells, looking around the room. Derek walks in the room and sits on the floor. "Here's a special list for the birthday boy. Who wants to be Derek's partner?" his mom asked, scanning the room with begging eyes. Then the most beautiful girl stood up. She had long, curly, golden hair with crystal blue eyes that seemed to sparkle in the light. Her skin was so smooth and flawless you'd think it was porcelain. "I'll be his partner," Mary says, getting up to stand next to Derek. "Okay, great! Now that everyone has a partner, there are 2 rules. No fighting and no cheating. If you break the rules, you will be disqualified and the last ones in line for cake. You have to solve the riddles in order to find the items. so you will have to work together to figure them out. The first team to find all the items will get the big prize, and the rest of you will get a smaller prize. Okay, go on now, have fun, his mom says, waving her hands crazy, creating an uproar of screaming kids. Everyone ran off to a different part of the house to start solving their riddles. Happy birthday, Derek, Mary says, looking Derek in the face. Her perfect smile melted his heart. Thank you, but you can drop the act, though. I know you don't want to be here playing this stupid game with me, he says, walking into the next room. Hey, I do. I want to be here, and this game is kind of cool, Mary assures, grabbing his shoulder. You really mean that? He asks, meeting her gaze. Yeah, so let's go solve these riddles and win the big prize, birthday boy, she exclaims, looking over his shoulder at the paper. You can find the whistle inside the grandpa with a face and no eyes, and hands but no arms. Derek thinks out loud. Oh, that one is easy. It's the clock, Mary whispers to him with excitement. They race to the clock and open up the door to find the whistle hanging from the pendulum. We got the first one! Hurry, what's the next one? Mary says, grabbing the paper. The thing that is tall when it's young and short when it's old holds the compass, Mary read, putting her hand to her chin and looking around the room. I don't know, this one is hard, she says, getting discouraged. Derek takes the paper and reads it again to himself. I got it! Follow me! Derek exclaims, running into the family room. It's the candle, he yells, grabbing the compass from the dish the candle is sitting in. Wow, you're really smart, she says, putting her hand up for a high five. Derek was not just smart, he loved riddles. After a few more riddles, they finally came to the last one. Well, read it, we're almost done, she yells with excitement. What you're looking for lies under something that belongs to you, but other people use it more than you, Derek read as they both turned their heads to the ceiling in thought. Derek was thinking too far into it, and it was making him frustrated with himself. His mom had finally stumped him this time. I think I know what it is, but please don't laugh at me if I'm wrong, Mary says with self-doubt. I promise I won't laugh. What is it? Derek inquires with anticipation. I think it's your name, she says, unsure. Derek thinks for a moment and snaps his fingers. The birthday banner! It has my name on it! Come on! He yells, running for the dining room. There it was, a tiny brown scroll tied in a ribbon, just under his name on the banner. We did it! We won! They both celebrate with a series of high fives and awkward touchdown dances. The mothers all rush in the dining room and begin clapping. Derek's mom rushes to the front of the group. I knew you could do it. Good job, sweetheart, she says, checking the list. All right, each of you won $20. And a rucksack full of adventure gear, she says, handing them their prizes. Derek was happier than he had expected to be. He got to spend time with the prettiest girl in school, and he just won the best prize ever. What's on the scroll? Mary asks, giving the prizes to her mom. Derek had almost forgotten about the scroll. He picks it up and unties it. His mother watches him with a big smile. As they were looking over it, the rest of the kids came piling into the room. What did we miss? Jason asks. Jason was the leader of the class. Everyone did as he did. One day, Jason showed up with a skateboard signed by Tony Hawk, and the next day, everyone in the school was a skater. Jason makes a beeline right to Mary. "I was playing with the loser," Jason remarks. "Well, we won, so actually he's the winner," Mary says, looking at Derek with a smile, then grabs his hand. "Go on, Derek, what's on the scroll?" she says so sweetly. In that moment, it was just him and her. Everyone else had just dissolved from existence. "It's a treasure map. It starts at the school," he says with a bit of excitement. Derek's mom walks around the corner with a big smile on her face. "Well, I guess you have a reason to use those adventure packs. Who's ready for cake?" she says, walking back into the kitchen. Mary and Derek sat in the corner looking over the map and discussing the details. Jason and two of his followers waited until everyone had left the room to walk up to Derek and Mary. "How lame is this party?" Jason says to his friends, laughing. "Yeah, I've been to more mature parties for 3-year-olds," one of his followers retorts. As they walk past Derek and Mary, Jason kicks Derek's knee. "Grow up!" Mary yells. Without thinking, Derek gets a bit brave. "Why do you hate me, Jason? What did I ever do to you?" Derek confronts him. This leaves Jason baffled for a moment, because he in fact had no reason to be so mean and hateful towards Derek. He just was. "Because you were a loser," Jason scoffs, and walks into the kitchen to join the rest of the party. Derek and Mary watch them walk away. "Don't listen to them. You are not a loser. Ugh, they just make me so mad sometimes," Mary says, returning her gaze to the map. "Will you go with me to find this treasure?" Derek asks, but looks at the floor, certain the answer was no. "I don't know. When would we leave?" She stands up and holds her hand out. "Well, we could go tonight. We could meet at the school like 7 o'clock, Derek says, standing up and putting the map in his bag. Mary thinks for a moment. "I'll have to ask my mom, but I want to go. Now let's go eat some birthday cake," she says, taking his hands and drags him into the kitchen with her. It was exactly 1 hour before the party was over. Mary was the last one to walk out the door, and Derek chased her down the steps. "I'll see you tonight at 7, right?" he huffs, nearly out of breath. "I wouldn't miss it for the world," she says, smiling, and kisses him on the cheek. Derek sits on the steps and watches her leave. The day that he dreaded became the best day of his life. That concludes Chapter 1. Be sure to tune in for the second chapter of The People That Can't Grow. Thank you so much for listening.